Hi, Nicolas. Great to have you here. You're a consultant working on research, foresight, and innovation. Some of your work takes place at the Swiss Institute of Technology, EPFL, in Lausanne, Switzerland. Now, recently, I've been doing a lot of work in the computer and video game industry, which is a multi-billion dollar business, and is known for being quite innovative. Now, what do you think more traditional businesses could learn from the gaming industry?
Hi, Alex. The first thing I'd like to say is the fact that the game industry has a nice aura or a nice communication system that makes it very innovative, but it's not that true. And my first point is that some people think the innovation is great in this industry, and it's not really true. What I'd like to point is, of course, there are some interesting and innovative practices that I will mention afterwards, and we can see maybe those practices as weak signals of or potentialities about I don't know, best practices or innovative process that more traditional companies could use. The first one is the fact that the video game industry is a business that changed a lot. The first thing is that the material changes, like every 2 or 3 years there are new developments or like new consoles or new hardware systems. And the other thing is that the consumers or the players are wants new content, and the license. I mean, the license in terms of intellectual property, like Disney or whatever, X-Men or Hollywood blockbusters, need to change and not to be the same, because consumer will be tired of this kind of thing. So to try to go beyond those existing games or gameplays, the game companies try to have different process. And the first one is now, and it's nicely exemplified by Nintendo, is the user-centered design approach, and to try to take the user more into account. And it's not only taking gamers into account; it's also taking the whole population into account to develop new games or new software or applications, because they're yeah, at the end of the day, their point is to make applications or softwares or something that could be appealing for new users. And I remember a meeting with Nintendo. One of the executives told us that their point was to develop games for people that spend the afternoon at the pub, and not only for gamers. So their point is really to have a broader audience. So to do this, they need to study and see the practices of those people and apply a kind of user-centered innovation process. And yeah.
Sorry, just a question. Would you think that the gaming industry is more advanced in studying the user than more traditional industries?
I wouldn't be so direct, but since the focus of the gaming industry is to appeal to consumers, players, to engage them in innovative, playful, and original environments, they are more free to do this. So maybe it's easier for them to explore every area of the world. In terms of the game industry trying to expand from its boundaries. It's not just playing in a couch in front of a computer. Now it's about moving with the new Nintendo console. And of course, gaming now takes place in the city or in other kind of environments. So when it's more free, it's easier to try to understand what are people practices in space or at home or in nomadic practices to do something different. So that's my second point. The first point was user-centered design. The second point is trying to expand from the current boundaries. And my third and last point about innovation in the game industry is the user-generated content, or taking or putting the users, the gamers, in a more participative way. Like if you think about Second Life, for instance, which is not really a game, but it's for those who are not very well aware of Second Life. It's a kind of software that runs over the internet, in which you can play an avatar. And the point is not only about gaming; it's also about meeting people or doing whatever can be done in the current environment, but here in a virtual environment. And in this case, what's really interesting is the user-generated content. People now have the possibility to create artifacts, I mean virtual artifacts in this kind of game. And this has expanded to other fields than game. For instance, if you think about YouTube or the whole Web 2.0, or also called as the social web, now people are participating in this kind of experience. And it's not just a company providing content to others, but also trying to have a more direct economy in which people can participate and create values, objects that can then be fed back to the other users and the company. And that's it.
Thank you, Nicolas, for this insight into the gaming industry, and I hope to see you again soon at Helvetica. Bye-bye.
Thank you.